Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today I am covering the topic of hydrosphere, and in this video we will look into lakes. A hydrosphere comprises of all the forms of water found on a planet. It can be in the form of liquid, water vapor or ice. There are around 1.4 billion cubic kilometers of water on earth, including lakes, rivers, seas, oceans, groundwater and glaciers. About 71% of the earth's total surface area is covered with water. The estimated mass of Earth's hydrosphere is about 14 quintillion tons, out of which 20 trillion tons is in the form of water vapor. We can see water vapor in the form of clouds and fog. Out of total water, 96.5% lies in the ocean, which is salty and undrinkable. On average, ocean contains 35 grams of salt per kilogram of water. A large amount of fresh water is frozen and only 0.3% is easily accessible through lakes, rivers, etc. The frozen part of the hydrosphere is called the cryosphere. It consists of ice caps, icebergs and glaciers. A lake is a body of water that is surrounded by land and is larger than pond. The Great Lakes of North America are the largest freshwater lakes in area and second largest in volume. It comprises of Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. The deepest and oldest lake is Lake Baikal in Russia, which is 1.6 km deep and is 25 million years old. It is created due to the movement of tectonic plates which created a fault. Water fills up the fault, giving birth to the lake, and it contains as much water as all the Great Lakes combined. Lake Titicaca is the highest lake, which is 3,812 meters above sea level. It is located in the Andes Mountains on the border of Bolivia and Peru. It is the largest lake in South America by volume and area both. The lowest lake is more than 400 meters below sea level, called the Dead Sea. Although it is called sea, it is actually a hypersaline lake with a salinity of 34.2%, which means 1 kilogram of water contains 342 grams of salt, which makes it 10 times saltier than oceans. It is called the Dead Sea because plants and animals can't survive in the water due to the high concentration of salt. Because of the high density of water, you can easily float here. The lake is bordered by Jordan and Israel, and its main tributary river is the Jordan River. Lakes can be open or closed. In closed lakes, water leaves the lake only by evaporation, which makes the water saltier. On the other hand, if water leaves the lake through rivers or other outlets, it is called an open lake. The Great Salt Lake in the US state of Utah is the largest saltwater lake in North America. several types such as tectonic lakes, volcanic lakes, glacial lakes, oxbow lakes, meteorite lakes, etc. Tectonic lakes form due to the movement of the earth's crust. The Caspian Sea, Sea of Aral, Lake Baikal are some examples of tectonic lakes. The Caspian Sea was once a part of Tethys Ocean, which flows between the ancient continents of Gondwana and Laurasia in the Mesozoic era. The Caspian Sea became landlocked about 5.5 million years ago due to the movement of the tectonic plates. Volcanic lakes are created due to the explosion of volcanoes. When a major eruption occurs, a crater originates on the top. As time passes, the crater gradually sinks and forms a caldera. Rainwater fills the caldera of a dormant or extinct volcano, creating a lake. Krakatoa Lake in Indonesia is an example of a volcanic lake. Glacial lake forms when a glacier erodes the land, creating a depression. The hollow space created due to erosion is also known as a cirque. When the glacier melts, it fills the space, forming a lake. The Great Lakes of North America are the largest glacial lakes in the world. An oxbow lake forms when a river creates a meander. Due to erosion, the meander of a river becomes very curvy. When the river cuts through, the path of the river changes, which creates a U-shaped freestanding body of water known as an oxbow lake. The name derives from the bow pin of an oxbow due to its curved shape. Solution lakes are formed when running water creates a depression in the ground by dissolving rocks made up of sodium chloride and calcium carbonate. The solution creates cavities by precipitation and percolating water, which further collapse to form a sinkhole. These lakes are common in the karst region of Croatia and Florida. Meteorite lakes are lakes created by deadly impacts by either meteorites or asteroids. Lunar Crater Lake in India is an example of meteorite lake created by a meteor impact during the Pleistocene period. It's a saline soda lake having a high content of sodium salts. There are also other types of lakes such as shoreline lakes, anthropogenic lakes, aeolian lakes, organic lakes, landslide lakes, and more. I guess this much information is enough for today. The next part of this series, Hydrosphere, will be about rivers. I hope you find this video useful. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.